Alaska and Seven Oaks area here. We have an observed tornado warning. It's a radar confirmed tornado, damaging tornado and $half size hail. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage is likely, okay? This tornado will be living near Livingston, Seven Oaks, and northeastern West Livingston around 10:35 a.m., which was about 3 minutes ago. So seek shelter immediately, lowest floor possible, away from windows if you're included in this tornado warning, okay? Unfortunately, this is in a bit of a radar hole, so we can't really get a good look at this storm, but what we can see is that there are some intense velocities here just to the south and the west of the Seven Oaks area. Let's go ahead and see if we have a correlation coefficient drop, and it looks like we do not quite yet, okay? So there's a weak tornado at least on the ground here, somewhere in between Seven Oaks and on Alaska, okay, here in Texas. Now, since my last live stream this morning, we have gotten upgraded to an enhanced risk of severe weather as a hatched risk for damaging winds and a hatched tornado risk here. So anybody in the orange today needs to seriously watch out. If you have Super Bowl Sunday plans this morning, maybe you're on your way back from church or something, or Super Bowl Sunday plans this afternoon, I should say, then you're going to want to watch out, okay? You're going to want to stay tuned into your local National Weather Service, stay tuned into this live stream because I will be covering live severe weather here for at least a little bit. We do have a tornado watch in effect here, and that tornado watch, let me go ahead and pull that up, but I believe it reads, yeah, so here it is. It reads a couple tornadoes possible, and then it also, let's see, I'm trying to pull it up here on my iPad, see exactly what it says. Where's it at? I can't find it for some reason. Yeah, a couple tornadoes possible, scattered hail up to tennis ball size possible, and scattered gusts up to 70 miles per hour possible. Those are all threats in play for today. Pretty much as soon as I ended my live stream, a tornado warning was issued, and then everything popped off. We've had multiple tornadoes since then. We're still seeing huge hail here, and this is an unwarned hail core that looks to be pretty intense here near the mini Texas area, or Louisiana area, I should say. And as soon as I say that, they issue a severe thunderstorm warning for it. Literally as soon as I pointed it out. And for some reason it's disappeared. Not sure what that's about, but 1-inch hail, 60 mile per hour winds for that area. But we're really focused here on this one tornado that is possibly still on the ground here, just north of Livingston in Texas. So let's see, there's the severe thunderstorm warning. But yeah, we're definitely still seeing some intense velocities here. Anything on the correlation coefficient? Not too sure about that. But there is definitely a tornado still on the ground here northeast of Alaska. So seek shelter immediately in that area. Just west of Natchitoches, we do have this severe thunderstorm warning. This is for hail and damaging winds. So look out for that. But yeah, this is definitely going to be an intense live stream. I mentioned just this morning I would not be at all surprised if we got a upgrade to an enhanced risk, and they pulled the trigger. They did it. So enhanced risk of severe weather, hatched risk for tornadoes, and damaging winds. So this is definitely going to be an intense stream here, to say the least. I'm not too sure how long I'm going to be live for. If you didn't watch my live stream this morning, we were looking at a massive hailstorm, but yeah, I've got my live stream pulled up here. For some reason, it looks like the quality isn't good. Never mind, my thing was just glitched. Okay, so yeah, we are dealing with a tornado on the ground here around the Bold Springs area. Yeah, those velocities are very tight. Some tight rotation on this thing. Definitely at least a weak tornado on the ground here. And then we've also got this storm here with a big hail core. So, I don't know, man. We got 4 severe thunderstorm warnings. Go back down here. This severe thunderstorm warning has a tornado possible tag on it. There's some weak rotation drifting around there. Again, we are in a bit of a radar hole. So if this storm does continue to move east at 35 miles per hour, it's going to get into an even bigger radar hole here for a little bit around the Jasper, Woodville area in Texas. Pretty big radar hole. New radar update. We're getting radar updates pretty consistently because we have a tornado on the ground here. Um, velocities have not updated yet. So if you have any questions about your location in chat, go ahead and put it there, and I will pull it up. But yeah, this is definitely some intense rotation. Still probably a tornado on the ground here. Definitely a tornado on the ground, I should say. And this one's been on the ground for a while. Okay, I was only able to go live now because I just got home from church, but yeah. Okay, how nasty that rotation is. Again, if you're just tuning in, tornado on the ground west of Seven Oaks, heading pretty much directly into Seven Oaks in Texas here. This is a relatively unpopulated area, so that's good, but yeah. We also still have our severe thunderstorm watch in effect from this morning. If you're under the severe thunderstorm watch, the main threat is going to be hail probably for you. But if you're under the tornado watch, the main threat's going to be tornadoes, and Houston is included in that tornado watch. And we are seeing some storms start to pop off just north of Houston, so we'll see. And then obviously we have our tornado on the ground just to the north of Houston as well. So your tornado will be located right in here, heading to the east here. But anywhere in this warning box, you should be in shelter. And velocities have updated. Still got some good rotation, possibly even strengthening. Yeah, dude, this is not good. No correlation coefficient drop yet, it doesn't look like, but again, we are in a very bad radar hole, so it's hard to tell. Once we get to the Lake Charles area, we'll get better radar readings. Yeah, still definitely a tornado on the ground here. If anything, it's getting stronger. This is not a PDS warning. This is just a confirmed tornado warning. We do have an update. This tornado will be near Seven Oaks around 10:50 a.m. and Corrigan around 10:55 a.m. Don't rely on that too much. If you're in either of those locations, you need to seek shelter immediately. Because the debris can reach you before the tornado does. And, I mean, we're only 3 minutes out from Seven Oaks anyway, so if you're in Seven Oaks, you absolutely have to be in shelter right now. This thing is heading directly for you. I really want to see this velocity update here. We are getting radar updates like every 2 minutes, which is nice. Yeah, there is still definitely a tornado on the ground here. 93 mile an hour winds estimated by radar, about 94 miles an hour actually, heading straight for Seven Oaks. This is possibly a high-end EF1 tornado on the ground here. Yeah, this is not good. This is a strong tornado. See if we have a correlation coefficient drop that's visible yet. Doesn't look like it. Again, though, we're in such a bad radar hole. There could be. So again, Seven Oaks, if you're in Seven Oaks, you need to seek shelter now. This thing is going to be on top of you in like 1 minute. And same thing for the Corrigan area. I don't even see Corrigan on here in this warning box. Yeah, I don't even know where Corrigan's at, but so we do still have three severe thunderstorm warnings, but this is a much bigger situation here in Polk County, Texas. Yeah, sorry, I don't even see Corrigan on here. Let's see, where's Corrigan at? Okay, so Corrigan's to the north here. They're just including Corrigan, I think, because it's east of this tornado, but Corrigan's not actually in the path. So sorry about that. Corrigan, you're fine. You've still got a storm on top of you, but you're probably going to dodge this tornado pretty clearly. And that's a new tornado warning. New radar indicated tornado warning for Polk County and Tyler County, Texas. This is a continuation of our storm that we have here. So they've downgraded it to radar indicated. But Lily Island, Barnes, Hortense, and Barnum, you need to seek shelter immediately, lowest floor possible, away from windows. You are under a tornado warning. Possibly still a tornado on the ground here with this, but they did downgrade it to radar indicated. Man, we are in really a bad radar hole here. This is really unfortunate. So again, if you're just now tuning in, large tornado likely still on the ground here near Seven Oaks in Texas. We are going to be witnessing a pretty bad outbreak, it's looking like today, of not only severe weather, but also tornadoes. We've seen multiple strong tornadoes today, and it's not stopping anytime soon. We still have a possible tornado on the ground here around the Seven Oaks area. So if you have any questions about your location, leave it down below in chat, and I'll try to help you. But other than that, I mean, we're going to be hyper-focused on this tornado here. And that's a new severe thunderstorm warning here for Ashley and Morehouse County across the Arkansas-Louisiana border. That's for 1.5-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds, so look out for that. This tornado could be occluding, but hard to say. You need to stay in shelter, though, because this thing could drop back down at any second, and we're not even sure if it has lifted yet. So yeah. I guess we can go ahead and take a look at some of the areas that we have severe thunderstorm warnings for now. So the storm here on the Arkansas-Louisiana border has two areas with a significant hail core. This warning is going to be in effect for the next 70 minutes. Again, a really bad radar hole. And this wouldn't be such a problem if this radar here wasn't down in western Louisiana. Oh, hi, Mr. Storm. How's it going? Yeah, they did downgrade this warning to radar indicated, so this is now just a radar indicated tornado. But there is still rotation on this storm, so stay in shelter. If you're just now tuning in, we had likely a strong tornado on the ground here around the Seven Oaks area. Likely going to see some EF1 damage reports out of that. And we still have two tornado warnings in effect for this area. Sorry for any background noise. Everybody in my family is home right now, so might be a little noisy. My computer's also making a little bit of noise. So again, this tornado, it may not even be lifting. We're just in a really bad radar hole. Um, Hopefully, once we get closer to Lake Charles, that'll fix it. But like everywhere we have a problem going on, there's a pretty bad radar hole. My goodness, dude, Louisiana is just covered in nasty storms right now. So, again, possibly a tornado on the ground here. Um, if it just a little bit off the surface, we're looking at winds upwards of 100 miles an hour as well. So, again, that is elevated, but probably surface winds are still probably somewhat high in this area. But about zero point 0.4 degrees in the atmosphere, we're looking at wind gusts almost at 100 miles an hour. So, all right, new radar scan. Velocities have not updated yet. Let's take a look at the correlation coefficient. Yeah, hard to tell if there's a tornado on the ground or not. It's looking like it may have lifted, though. Hopefully it lifted, but there's still rotation here, so stay in shelter. And again, surface winds are probably still relatively high. Will this go PDS? I don't think so. Considering it's probably not even on the ground anymore, I don't think it'll go PDS. But there was a point in time where I was wondering if it would go PDS as well. It was dropping wind gusts of about 90 miles per hour on the surface. Yeah, I mean, I can't say anything for sure, but probably not going to go PDS. If anybody watching doesn't know what PDS means, it stands for particularly dangerous situation. And they are reserved for whenever we have a strong tornado on the ground. But I would not be surprised if we did see a PDS tornado at some point today. Especially now with that enhanced risk in place. From Jackson back down to East Texas. I could see us seeing a PDS tornado today, especially with all the tornadoes we've had already. Yeah, definitely a nasty storm down here. You're driving to like a Super Bowl party or something, gonna want to watch out. Yeah, still some rotation here. And again, these winds, elevated. That cell might be recycling. It could. It really could. Uh, with the... Oh, new tornado warning here. New tornado warning for Tyler County, Texas. That is for, this same storm, if I'm correct. Oh, what happened to it? Here, it disappeared for a second. For some reason, the warnings have been doing that. It should reappear any second, but new tornado warning for Tyler County, Texas. Again, though, the surface winds elevated at 0.4 degrees or 100 miles an hour. So surface winds are probably, 60, 70, possibly. Yeah, that is an extension for this warning. Oh, okay. So looking from this other radar site, that rotation is insane. Yeah, now we're on the Lake Charles radar. I should have started looking at that to begin with, but it wasn't the closest one, so that is definitely much more impressive looking from the Lake Charles radar. Oh, man. Yeah, that could still be on the ground. And we're still in too bad of a radar hole to see if there's a CC drop, but my gosh, I want to look at the past few frames, the past few scans from this radar. Yeah, so we can see it from the west, and oh my goodness, dude. Yeah, it's strengthening. That rotation's getting pretty tight again. This could try to drop again. So again, stay in shelter here. This could be trying to drop another tornado. Heading for the Chester area. We got 3 tornado warnings for this one cell. Yeah, I'm really glad we switched radar sites here, because this is definitely a much more defined cell from this radar. Can't really see anything that's indicating a tornado on the reflectivity, but you rarely can. So, again, if you're just now joining me, possibly a tornado on the ground here heading straight for Chester, Texas. We've seen multiple strong tornadoes today, and we could definitely see some more. This cluster of storms is in an environment that is very favorable for tornado production today, and we may even have a tornado on the ground right now, so we're watching it here. That's a new severe thunderstorm warning for Ashley County. No, I don't know which one that is, but new severe thunderstorm warning for somewhere. But really, I'm focused here on our tornado, or our tornado warning at least. So again, Lily Island, Barnes, Barnum, and Hortense, directly in the path of a possible tornado. Seek shelter immediately in any of these locations. Nasty storm. Again, we are in Polk County, Texas right now. Entering Tyler County, Texas. This is a relatively populated area here in southeast Texas, so that's not good, but alright, let's take another look at the reflectivity. Yeah, has not updated. Should get a new radar update any minute, hopefully. Yep, there it is. Every time, it's as soon as I say it, it happens. Just gotta wait for the velocities to update now. This tornado is likely gonna be located right in here, to the west of Lily Island. And yeah, okay, so luckily it looks like the rotation is weakening, so this tornado is probably fully occluding. So this tornado is probably lifting. But stay in shelter for a few more minutes at least, so we can confirm that that's what this is doing. Because we are in a pretty bad radar hole, so it may just, you know, not look that impressive. Yeah, we need to get out of the Houston radar. Okay, let's take a look at one of our severe thunderstorm warnings now that this tornado is lifting. Or probably lifting, I should say. Yeah, we've got some nasty hail cores here up in northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas. Again, if you're under the severe thunderstorm watch, hail is what you need to be watching out for. But if you're under the tornado watch, that's where our greatest concern is today for tornadoes. Got a special weather statement here for the storm that we were on. 40-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail. Again, just to the north of mini Texas, we've got a pretty impressive-looking hail core. So look out for that. Sorry, I've been quiet for the past few minutes. Just hasn't been much to say. Just the same stuff I've been saying. So again, Polk and Tyler counties. If you're in these tornado warnings, you need to be in shelter. Still got some weak rotation going here just west of Chester in Texas. So we'll watch out for it. And then just to the south and the west of Natchitoches, we've got a pretty impressive storm here as well in western Louisiana. So right now we're kind of dealing with stuff around Arklatex, but by the end of the day we could be looking at more of an Alabama, Mississippi, maybe even Georgia threat later tonight. Man, I mean, we're in a bad radar hole, but that hail is picking up. Again, warned for 1.5 inch hail here. Bastrop is included in that. So let's go back to Tyler and Polk counties. Yeah, new radar update. Definitely not looking quite as impressive as it was in terms of the velocities. And they just updated that tornado warning. Looks like they just shrunk it. So still in effect for Northeast Polk County. Entering into Tyler County here in Texas. This is not the city Tyler, Texas. Tyler County, Texas. The city Tyler, Texas is pretty much done with the severe threat. It's definitely done, I should say. Yeah, I mean, there's still some weak rotation there, but that's probably not going to do anything. So we can take a look at some of our hail producers here. I was a little surprised when I saw that hatch risk for tornadoes. Because when I said they would issue this enhanced risk, I figured it would just be for hail, but it's for tornadoes and hail. I just realized I was saying it was for damaging winds earlier, wasn't I? It's not for damaging winds. I'm just so used to saying that because it usually is for damaging winds, but no, it's for tornadoes and hail. So look out for that, obviously. Again, we're concerned about this orange area here. That's our enhanced risk. Sorry, I did not mean to zoom in there. So, from the Woodlands back up into Meridian, Mississippi, we have that enhanced risk in place. That's where our main area we're concerned about. If I was drawing it, I would honestly extend that hail threat up to the north a little bit because of how many cells are up here that are capable of producing large hail. I'd probably draw something like that, like extend that enhanced risk out a little bit. And maybe even push the slight risk and the marginal risk north. Again, very bad radar hole for these storms. We have to look all the way from Jackson, Mississippi to see a storm on the Louisiana-Arkansas border. They really need to get some more radar sites out here. So, we take a look here back on our tornado warned supercell, and we see that the rotation is definitely weakening. But there was a tornado on the ground likely for quite a while, actually. Let's take a look at some of the damage reports that we already have for today. Oh, new mesoscale. Okay, new mesoscale discussion. If my thing will load. It says tornado watch likely for southern Louisiana and southern Mississippi, or really central Louisiana and southern Mississippi. Tornado watch probability 95%. So there's definitely going to be one at some point. They usually don't throw that much confidence into their watches unless something's really going to go down. We read what the enhanced risk reads, and we see a few tornadoes, some of which could be strong, very large hail to the size of baseballs, and isolated wind damage are all expected through tonight from southeast Texas and the central parts of Louisiana and Mississippi. More isolated severe storms will be possible into Alabama and western Georgia. We also have a mesoscale here for northern Louisiana and central Mississippi. This one has a 40% chance of a watch. The persistence of elevated supercells capable of producing large hail remains uncertain into Mississippi. Downstream watch issuance is possible. That is for Monroe back up into Starkville. Monroe, Louisiana, that is, up into Starkville, Mississippi. So again, quite a few mesoscales, quite a few watches already in effect. We got a lot of these classic supercells here. Usually if you hear a storm described as classic, it's probably not good. Houston is included in this tornado watch, but honestly, I don't think Houston's really gonna see much. So, new radar scan here. Velocities have not updated. Yes, they have. And, yeah, still some weak rotation. So, stay in shelter here, especially in Chester. But, I mean, really, it's not looking like we're going to see anything out of that. We also have our winter storm ongoing here out to the west. In northern Texas and the panhandle of Texas. Kind of into southwest Oklahoma as well. We're seeing snow mixed with rain here from Amarillo to Lubbock. Mainly snow from Amarillo to Lubbock, but it's heavy snowfall, man. So, our tornado watch for just south of Corrigan for northeast Polk County will expire in 2 minutes. But we're going to have this one here for Chester and Tyler County for 17 minutes. New velocity update, still weak rotation, as I've been saying. New severe thunderstorm warning here. This is for a part of northern Louisiana, once again. Yeah, my goodness, dude, look at how ridiculous this is here. All these severe thunderstorm warnings, except for one that we have in effect, are all in this cluster here of strong to severe storms. And again, hail is the main threat with these. But damaging winds are also there, so look out. Again, pretty bad radar hole, unfortunately. We'll be able to get rid of our tornado warning for Polk County in 1 minute. Possibly a little bit of recycling going on here. A little bit of rotation forming back just to the north of Chester, so stay in shelter. If you are in the warning for Tyler County, Texas. New tornado warning back in Polk County, Texas. Radar indicated. I think it's because this one's about to expire. They had to reissue one. This one's going to expire here in 1 minute, but the storm's still in this area a little bit. So they issued a small one. Yep, this one has expired now, so that's why they issued this new one. Back to the point where we have 3 warnings for 1 supercell. But really this this area of rotation's kind of leaving the new warning even. But yeah, Barnum still under a warning now, Barnes still under a warning, and Lily Island still under a warning. Got some large hail entering the robe line area, so look out for that. Get indoors. Yeah, it looks like this rotation's kind of weakening out again. But stay in shelter just for a little bit longer here. Especially in Peachtree Village, Chester area. So again, I would be looking more at northern Louisiana, but there's not really much to look at because we're in such a bad radar hole. We can't really take accurate data from this. So we're dealing with these tornado warnings for 13 more minutes. I don't know why I said 13 like that, but I did. I imagine this one's going to get removed, the one that they issued just a few minutes ago. I imagine they're going to remove that because, really, it probably didn't even need to be there. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. There's nothing, it's not weakening, it's not strengthening. It's kind of just there. Weak rotation. Maybe something trying to happen here to the south of Robeline in Louisiana. So we'll keep an eye out on that for sure. Again, we're looking at just to the north of Chester right now. Some weak rotation. I should call it broad rotation because it's not necessarily weak, but looks like we do have a couple of storm chasers here. Corey Gherkin and Vince Welty starting their chase. Currently in the Jackson, Mississippi area. Just now leaving Jackson, it looks like. Maybe encountering some rain showers, a few storms. If you're just now tuning in, we are watching a tornado-warned supercell here that is trying to produce a tornado. It's got some weak rotation on it here, and it is just to the north of Chester, Texas. New radar update is still showing that weak rotation. This cell has had a history of producing tornadoes and even a strong tornado, so we'll keep an eye out on this here. Keep everybody safe. And just kind of chill, really. Sorry I've been quiet for the past few minutes. There just hasn't been that much to say. Just the same stuff I've been saying. Seek shelter here. Now just to the north of Chester, this cell is producing its rotation. Yeah, that tornado warning got removed, like I said it was going to a couple minutes ago. I'm thinking once this tornado warning goes away, I'm probably going to end live once we have no tornado warnings in effect. Because I am going to have to eat lunch at some point. But honestly, I'm not even going to guarantee that I won't go live for a third time today. I don't know if I'm even going to do a video today. I could just do 3 live streams. But yeah. I mean, I don't really have anything else to do. That's why I'm kind of just chilling here. Obviously, I'm got the Super Bowl today, so I'm going to be pretty busy. But at the minute, I'm not. Alright, reflectivity update. Velocities have not updated yet. Velocities updated. Rotation's definitely weakening. Stay in shelter for just a few more minutes here till the storm finally passes. This cell may try to do something here around Seven Oaks. There's a very weak wind pickup, which sometimes can lead to rotation, weak rotation. But at the minute, it's not looking really that concerning. So again, once this tornado warning here for Tyler County, Texas expires, probably going to hop off stream here. And they might even just remove this warning because rotation is definitely weakening. No doubt about it. But we had something there for a minute. Yeah, very weak rotation left here on this storm. Would not be surprised to see a severe thunderstorm warning any minute for the Natchitoches area in Louisiana, because this storm is producing 50-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail. Looks like that hail's getting a little bit bigger. So, severe thunderstorm warning could be issued for that area. We have one just behind it for Mini in Louisiana. I feel weird saying that. It feels like I'm saying Mini, like M-I-N-I, but I'm saying M-A-N-Y, Mini. I don't want to say Manny, because that's not what it is, but I don't know how else to differentiate it. So yeah, again, once this warning expires, probably gonna hop off stream here if no new warnings get issued. And yeah, radar updates. I mean, this is done. It's not gonna do anything at least for a while. So I think I'm gonna hop off stream here. Thank you all for tuning in. Might even go live again later today. But thank you all for watching, and have a great Super Bowl Sunday.